these are the materials you'll need. You're going to need 4 different colors of paper, such as yellow, this yellow orchid, red, as well as recycling paper for the stencil that we'll be making later, A4 size paper for the card, scissors, glitter foam shards that I've taught you how to make in the previous video, markers, white glue, glue stick, pencil, and finally a scale. So we're going to start off by making the heart first. So you're going to take the red paper and the recycling paper. You're going to fold the recycling paper in half. Using the pencil, you're going to draw half a heart. Mine looks kind of wobbly, so I'm erasing that part off and fixing it. Now that we're finished with that, we're going to cut it. Now that we're done cutting it, we're going to take the stencil that we've made, and using the pencil, we're going to trace a heart on top of the red construction paper. Let me show you up close what the heart looks like. I'm sure you can't see it clearly, but I'm going to show you after we're done cutting it. Finished with the cutting, now let's move on. Now we're going to take our A4 size paper and fold it in half. Now we're going to take our heart that we just made, take the glue stick, and spread it on top of the heart. Make sure that you don't forget to do the sides of the heart, because then it'll curl up and it won't look good. So make sure you put glue all over the heart. Then stick the card on top. It's time to make the bandage. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your scale and pencil and you're going to draw 2 straight lines. And then you're going to kind of make a curve and connect both the lines together. Do the same thing for the bottom. Now it's time to cut it up. Okay, so we're almost there. Now we're going to take our yellow construction paper. It doesn't need to be a lot. And we're going to cut up a square. Now I'm just going to cut up the rough edges and cut it even smaller. Now we're going to apply glue, and I'm going to cut it up later once I put it on top. Now I'm just going to cut up the axis and put it to the side. Now taking our brown marker, we're going to make 4 dots like this. And there you have it, your bandage. Now we're just going to take the bandage and stick it on top of the heart. Now I'm just going to use the black marker and write "Get well soon." But if you don't want to write it on the heart, you could always write it at the bottom. So I kind of realized I think my heart looked kind of plain, so I wanted to add a little bit of more detail to it. So if you want, you could just outline the heart when you're done cutting it instead of when you stuck the heart on the card, because then it's kind of difficult. You don't want to mess it up by putting the marker on the card. Now, since we're done with that, we're going to move on to the next step, which is basically taking our foam shards. This is kind of a long procedure, but hopefully it's worth it in the end. You're going to take one shard at a time, put glue on it, and stick it on top of the card. And you're going to cover the entire card with it. So this is the final look. Now for the inside of the card, you can do anything you like. You could write something to them, or you could even stick pictures. Whatever you want to do, go ahead. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what you thought of this idea and whether you would try